All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. He's crashing. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Off the bootleg. Donaldson. That's complete to John Ross. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On first down, Akers. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 11. This is caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jump.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. Well, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You draw quarters. Hey, box drop. Now.
On 3rd down, Donaldson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Team 6.
Throwing on 1st down. Donaldson forced out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
It got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Akers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, Charlie!
Operating from the gun, Donaldson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 36 to Mike. Come on, dude.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
We got 4.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Caught by Montgomery. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 3. The hitter here, it's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Donaldson. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on 2nd down, Donaldson. He'll rifle this one deep right, and this is caught. Touchdown! Nico Hardman, 36 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. On 2nd down, Dobbins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On 1st and 10, Donaldson taking a deep shot here for, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set up. 30 base. 57. You run. 5. 57.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm here all day. 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down. Donaldson looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Donaldson buying time to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
It'll wind wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Third down, gain 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it.
He's got a man, complete. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. So the ball position now at the 3 here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Huskies 24, Ravens 10. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
To throw again. Donaldson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
57, Mike 57. Hey, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Donaldson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and this will be caught at the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards, down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Go now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Zoo. Zoo.
2nd and 4. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, set.
This quarterback
10-2
now
ball.
12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night?
Ready.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, Donaldson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Urban.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nicole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
On the set.
On first down, it's Carson. Into the secondary again, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Watch time.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Donaldson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Come on,
they got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready? 57, Mike 57. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on them.